One interesting example of a legitimate atavism is a case where snakes develop with legs. Now, these legs are not functional and do not always grow from the right spots on their bodies, but they do exist. Evolutionists claim that they are evidence of universal common descent, with snakes evolving from four-legged lizards. However, interestingly enough, this is one example where the Bible may have already given us the answer. One of the difficulties associated with confirming this is the fact that there are way too many CGI pictures online. Sometimes they are obviously fake, but there are plenty of times when it is harder to tell. In this case, they are real, but just little buds. This, however, is a real picture of a snake with a leg growing out of its side. Evolutionists would claim this is evidence of universal common descent. However, there is a biblical answer to it that actually predates Darwin by thousands of years. The Bible already has an explanation. Genesis 3:14, "And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life." This verse is from the account of man's fall and expulsion from the Garden of Eden. The reference suggests that the serpent, which was most likely what we call a snake, was indeed a real animal. However, as the book of Revelations indicates, it was an animal being used by Satan. This explains why snakes do not have legs from a biblical perspective. However, because the curse will be lifted during the millennial reign of Christ, it is logical that snakes will once again have legs during that time. Consequently, they still have the genetics to produce legs, but God has simply shut them off. This explains unusual cases where they do produce leg-like structures. In conclusion, while it is true that some snakes do produce leg-like structures and even partial legs, this is one case where we already have a biblical explanation. Snakes lost their legs at the time of the fall as part of the curse by God, turning off their genes that produce legs. These structures simply result from some of these genes getting turned back on.